Hello, my name is Larry O'Toole and welcome to this Bank Your Moment video segment. As the CEO of a privately held engineering and manufacturing business that was sold in the recent past for $200 million, I think you will find these next few minutes very beneficial as it will help facilitate some new thinking for you and your team in terms of whether your company strategy is building your long-term overall company value or what I refer to as your company worth. My most recent experience in building and executing on the right plan was an aerospace and defense company that at the time was called Sanders Industries. The private owner asked me to come in and provide the leadership to guide the business through the process of developing and implementing the right strategy that would build his company worth. I'm very pleased and proud to say that our team prepared for and sold the enterprise in a way that ultimately delivered the $200 million targeted payout that was set by the owner. Since this successful experience, I'm regularly asked by business owners and fellow CEOs how we went about achieving such a fantastic outcome, given that just a few years earlier, the business was valued at closer to $130 million. I tell them that you too can build a plan and execute it on it to deliver a future euphoric outcome, but it's all about using time as a friend and getting the right plan in place. Now, as a full-time director and advisor today to a wide range of businesses, I ask owners and their leadership teams this question. In executing your annual strategic plan, do you know what its impact will be on the future value or overall worth of your company? In my career as a CEO, I've led many teams in developing and implementing strategic plans for various types of manufacturing and service businesses. What I've learned firsthand is the difference between having a strategic plan to drive company performance over the next year or two versus having a plan you know is also increasing your company worth. Too often, business owners and their leadership teams have a strategic plan that is actually more tactical than it should be. When reading your strategic plan, do you see a clear link to how the plan will grow your overall company worth so as to one day excite future buyers when the day comes that you want to exit? The answer to this question should be a resounding yes. If your answer is no or I'm not sure, this is a moment that is a gap needing to be addressed, and I encourage you to now use time as a friend and take steps to fill it. Now, there are various definitions of a strategic plan. The one I've used successfully with my businesses is that strategic planning is a means to an end, or simply the path to delivering your what good looks like in the future. Once you have identified what good looks like for the future, it's then a matter of identifying and filling the gaps based on your starting point or where your business is today. You want to increase the gap you have between your company today and that of your competitors, and you want to decrease the gap between where your business is today and where you want it to be at a future state. To do this, we use a 4-step strategic planning process that helps you manage these important gaps. The 4 steps are: first is defining where is your business today. Step 2 is where is the overall market today and where is it headed? Step 3 is what are my options and opportunities for building my company worth going forward? And step 4 is modeling your plan and capturing it for implementation. Now, as to the key question about your strategic plan, and is it linking to building your overall company worth, you want to have confidence that you are working on the right combination of things to fill any gaps your business has in terms of exciting future acquirers and delivering your desired end in mind. One of the strategic planning tools my team developed and has used very successfully is titled the Company Worth Creation Tracker. This tool is customized depending on your industry and your particular product or service, and it facilitates and captures your priorities for exciting future acquirers. In this illustration, the first column on the left reflects examples of the various ways in which your company can build its overall company value or company worth in the eyes of future acquirers. Next, you see a brief descriptors of each of these enablers to give you a flavor of what each means. Next is the opportunity for you to identify which of these elements in that first column will be of top priority or an A-level item for a future acquirer, and which of those may be of a less priority to them or a B priority element. You can identify this for a collective group of potential acquirers, or you can have separate columns if acquirers differ greatly in their priorities. Next is the opportunity for you to assess the readiness of your company, or what is titled our status, to impress an acquirer related to each of those enterprise value building elements. Color coding identifies your company readiness to excite future acquirers. Green, meaning you're in great shape. Yellow, you have some work to do. And red, you have to improve significantly before you can excite an acquirer in that particular category. This then allows you to use the last column on the far right, and that is to identify what your priorities should be for addressing the A-level priorities that you identified that acquirers would have. Depending on what acquirers will see as important, and your readiness to meet those expectations affords you the opportunity to then identify priorities that should be identified and worked in your company's strategic plan. In other words, this tool can help you identify where you have gaps in terms of exciting future acquirers. This tool then becomes a link between your strategic plan and giving you great confidence that you're building your longer-term company worth. And a side note on this tool, it's fantastic for using with your company board or your advisors, as it helps them to be engaged with you in terms of working on the right combination of elements for building long-term company worth. My message to you is this: don't view strategic planning as daunting. View it as one of the most important moments for your business. There are effective means for developing and executing on a solid plan. Don't work for years on your business only to find one day that it's not exciting buyers and not delivering your desired euphoric outcome. Contact me today to talk about your business, your strategic plan, and whether it's helping you to one day bank your moment. Thank you.